just singing, but turn off the music because we're not trying to go
No, I know,
get
I know.
copyright. We'll be live now. Keep going though. Sing, sing, sing.
Oh, nah, nigga. Oh, we're live?
Yeah, we're live.
Oh, shit. What up?
Hell yeah, Mel Knight Sports back in the building. You feels what I'm saying. You feel me? Talking boxing, talking MMA. Co-host Micah, you feel me? The red corner, back at it again with a vengeance. You feel me? Uh so you know,
Fresh off the surgical procedure.
indeed, indeed. How has that been feeling today?
I'm not even gonna lie, bro. I took that painkiller. I did not like the way it made me feel, so I'm not gonna take that again.
It's like a
Uh,
nauseous feeling.
Not even, bro. In my head, bro. I just be confused as fuck in my head, bro. I don't like that shit at all.
Mm,
Uh, but yeah, bro. I just felt like I was drifting in and out of consciousness, dog. Like,
really?
yeah, it
It
was
got you
fucking.
that messed up?
I mean, when you're tired, it got me messed up. Like when I woke up in the morning and it was like really affecting me, man. And I was just like mad confused, bro, anxious as
Salute
hell.
Daniel. Salute Daniel. He's in the chat. I'm
Yes,
pretty sure he's at
sir.
work. So, um,
Yeah, man.
yes, sir. Salute. Let us know anything you want to talk about, Daniel, because we're about to cook. Um, but yeah,
Yes,
man,
man.
I mean, the bandage you showed me look real bad. I mean, it didn't look bad, but like it looked like there was a lot of bandages. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah, the bandage. Yeah, yeah. The
You know what
dressing.
I'm saying?
It
Yeah.
comes off on Friday, bro. So my
Oh,
sister, my sister's she's in nursing school, bro. When she comes home, she
or
gonna
she gonna
take
take
it
it
off.
off?
Yeah, she can take it off, and I really just got to put some band-aids on it, on the scar.
How big is the scar?
I haven't even seen it yet, so
Okay.
I was asleep, bro, like asleep.
Do you think it'll be big? Like it's gonna be big, or it's like a small incision?
Um, I mean, I they said it was 3 incisions, like it's laparoscopic. So
Laparoscopic.
yeah.
Laparoscopic. What the hell
Yeah.
does that mean?
It's just they use the camera.
Okay, okay.
They use the camera. They make like 3 small incisions. They use the camera and they just go in there and you know, they just they fix it, man. They sew it up.
Yeah, Daniel. Explain what the hell? Cause I did not watch that video yet. So basically, the thing is, Teofimo Lopez said he wants to kill Josh Taylor, which is the fight happening next week. And Wilder had said that prior to a while ago, and he they a lot of people made a lot of big fuss about it. But Tio, I don't think is getting that much flack. You know, Tio, he's like he was able to
Mhm.
say that he wants to kill Josh Taylor. What do you think about fighters saying things like that?
Well, I mean, it depends on who the fighter is. It depends on who you're saying it to, bro.
Why does it matter like that though?
Depends on. I mean,
Like
like,
just in general, like what do you think? Do you think that's distasteful? Do you think that
yeah,
should be
yeah. I
okay?
I see what you mean.
You know what
Um,
I'm saying?
yeah, I think that's a little unnecessary, to be honest. Once you shouldn't talk. I mean, it's different if it's different, like because nobody's really gonna get killed, bro. Like nobody's
What do you
really.
mean? It happens all the time.
But yeah, but that's not because you're trying to do it
Yeah, of
necessarily.
course.
That's not because you're trying to do it. There's a ref there. I mean, at the end of the day, bro, we don't know how much of this stuff is just to sell the fight. We don't know how much of it is just you don't know how much of it is real. You don't know how much of it is like just bravado, bro. So I mean, what do I think of it? Um, it's just here's what I think about that, bro. Is like it's really about authenticity,
Mhm.
in my opinion. Like it's really like if you're trying to act outside of yourself
All right.
to say something like that, um, like like Kevin Lee did. He'd be trying to act like Conor McGregor all the time.
Mhm.
Like if you're trying to act outside of yourself and you say things like that, then that I have a problem with. But is that if that's you and that's the guy you've always been, people can say what they want to say, but they just gotta accept that that's you at the end of the day, like that you're gonna say things like that. And I don't think that we've heard Teofimo Lopez ever say anything like that. So
Yeah, yeah. Teofimo Lopez said he said This is a killer kills or be killed sport. I want to kill Josh Taylor. When I fought Vasil Lomachenko, I took his heart. Taylor's got no heart. So what can I really take from this man? His life. Bro, Teofimo is an actual character. And the more I hear him talk, the more I finding him more funny rather than I mean, I definitely think he has mental issues. I think he is genuinely delusional as well. I think
Mhm.
he just has wrong people around him.
Yes, man.
Yes men, and not even just yes men. I mean, people that are actually telling him like shit that's not real type shit. Like, you know what
Hmm.
I'm saying? Like his dad. Like they're feeding him lies essentially. You know what I'm saying? And he's taking it and he's just running with it.
Hmm.
So I think it's really, really bad for his mental health, man. I think he needs to get a completely new team, but he's too far gone, man. He's almost 26 years old. He's already been set in stone with his personality. You know what I'm saying? He said he's not friends with Rolly anymore. You know what I'm saying? Which they were best friends at one point, or I guess as best friends as you can be when you just meet someone when you're boxing. You know what I'm saying? Like they may have just been. I don't know if they were best friends, to be honest with you, bro. I mean, I know they're good friends, but like they're professionals, bro. Fighting each other is gonna have to come down. They have to know it's gonna come down to a point at some point. You know what I'm saying? So that's got to be in the back of their heads. So that I can't see their relationship being too strong, to be honest with you. But again, they're good friends. Um, Yeah, man. Look, I won't be surprised if he ends up to pop if he ends up popping dirt for some coke, bro. Cause dad on the coke, bro. His dad is on the he's sniffing that shit for real. He be sniffing that shit. Daniel says Teal gonna be end up talking like his dad by the time he's 30, same attitude and everything. Yeah, he's gonna be tooting
Yeah.
the raw too, man. That's just what's gonna happen. He's gonna be tooting the raw. Um, you know what I'm saying? He's just something's up with him. You know what I'm saying? That Cambosis loss really took a toll on him. Um, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? It really, really took a toll on him. But
I
you know,
mean, I think once he beat Lomachenko, he kind of got his ego inflated.
oh, extremely. I mean, bro, I used to like him before the Lomachenko fight. Genuinely, like I actually thought he was. We're gonna get some good fights with him and everything like that. Um,
Hmm.
but as soon as he won, he turns into a straight diva. Straight diva, talking about how he don't need to fight Devin Haney. He's already undisputed. You know what I'm saying? Like it was just the weirdest 360 that I've seen yet to this day. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah. I mean, you could also chalk. I mean, kind of chalk that up to the fact that people built Loma up so much, and then he beat him, and then he felt like, oh, because they were calling Loma literally the next Floyd, bro.
Right. No,
You know,
that's a very good point. That's a very good point. But then it's like you turn around and fight Cambosis
and lose. Yeah.
and lose. You know what I'm saying? Like so it goes Teofimo Lopez for the biggest switch ups in history, boxing history. Well, obviously I can't say history, but in our time, Teofimo Lopez, then Cambosis, because as soon as Cambosis got them belts, he turned into Teofimo Lopez talking about, oh, he's the emperor. He's already undisputed. Before they fought, Devin and before or Cambosis and what's his name? What's the boy's
Tio.
name? Tio fought. He told Devin he's gonna fight him, right? And he said he knows Teofimo Lopez is not undisputed. He says if he wins, he knows he has to go through him to be undisputed. And then as soon as he wins, bro, he changes his bio to say undisputed champion. He says he's the emperor. He said he doesn't really, he's Devin Haney's got to impress him to fight him. You know what I'm
What?
saying? Like dude's just switched up to the T, to the absolute T, man. It was crazy. Um, but hey, that's boxing, man. Very few are men of their words, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Um, Dal, do you know anything about the Tank actually sending Devin a contract? Comment in the chat if you do know anything about that, because
Mm.
I don't know how actually accurate that is.
But
Um,
Tio's at 140.
Tio is at 140. He fights
Okay.
next week. He fights the
Oh, right, right,
former,
right.
yeah, the former
Yeah, yeah.
undisputed
Josh
champion.
Taylor. Okay.
Yeah, so he's gonna get a belt if he wins.
So
But I think
that's the third.
what?
That's the third that or no, he fights the
Yeah, that's essentially his third fight at 140. Yeah.
no, the 3rd of June, or he fights the
Oh,
10th. He fights June
I think
10th.
it's the 10th. I think it's the
Okay.
10th. Yeah, I think it's the 10th to the third. One of those. one of those
Yeah,
days.
because the third is this Saturday.
Okay, so it's not. No, no, no. It's not this weekend. It's not this weekend.
Okay,
It's
so it's
next
the
weekend.
10th. All right.
Yeah, yeah. Um, but yeah, man, it's just funny, man. It's honestly just very funny how these dudes just going on. Um, but I want Shakur to fight Loma next, man. I want Shakur to fight
Yeah.
him because if Shakur doesn't look good, we're gonna have to cook the shit out of him because saying they said we got to see none of them have faced the level of Lomachenko. None of them. Tank, Shakur, Ryan. Only one that took that fight was Teofimo Lopez, and we saw how that ended. He almost got stopped, and his face looked worse than Loma. His eyes were puffy as hell. I mean, I think he won the fight technically, right? But what I'm saying? Loma did had his moments, just like in the Devin fight. You know what I'm saying? He had his moments.
Yeah. And he
Um,
went into the fight injured, bro. I will continue to say that. I will
yeah.
continue to
I
say
don't I
that.
don't I don't I don't I don't I don't think that's an excuse personally.
I mean, if you're going, I think that it's and he's bigger. Wasn't that at 140?
No, 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 that was at 135.
I mean, still
Yeah.
Teal's bigger,
Yeah, Tio's bigger,
and he
yeah.
went in with an injured shoulder.
Yeah.
I
I
mean, in
mean,
all honesty, he kind of had, besides his boxing ability, he had, I mean, disadvantages in that
of
fight. He
course,
was he
of
was
course.
smaller. He went in injured.
Smaller, he's a smaller fighter, he has the less power. I think he was more technically sound than Teofimo Lopez.
Yeah, he had
Um,
to be.
Yeah, he had to be. But again, he still took the fight, man. He took the fight. He signed it. You know what I'm saying? Like the only time I'll use dudes getting injured for a fight or in a fight is if they actually get injured in a fight. Like when Tank fought Isaac Cruz and he broke his hand.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's okay. Like he literally and he broke in the sixth round and he still came on top. You know what I'm saying? But like you, bro, you take the fight, bro. Just like what's his name, Dillashaw. Dillashaw came in with one shoulder. You know what I'm saying, bro? You literally took the fight, like, but he didn't complain though. He said that's what was going on. That's why he wasn't, throwing certain punches. Daniel says just come out all the way as a Loma fan. Loma, or Michael Likes Loma. I know that. Yeah,
Yeah.
not, he's a good fighter. I'm not a fan though, but he's a good fighter. I will say that. I'm not a fan though of him at all. You know what I'm saying? I think he a hoe, to be honest with you, but that hoe can fight though for sure. He's one of the most talented fighters, in
Yeah.
in
I
the
mean,
era. You know what I'm saying? But he's definitely a hoe. He waited 4 years to fight Devin, ducked him, had to make him a champion, and then loses
would you
to him. Then
would
he
you
loses.
rather would you rather he fought Devin when he was 20 though?
Well, he should have, but you know what I'm saying, Devin was ready, so who am I to say that Devin wouldn't be ready? You know what I'm
I
saying?
mean,
Maybe it would have went different. I'm
yeah.
not saying it wouldn't
Like
have,
Ryan
but
said he was ready.
yeah, but Ryan, that's come on, that Ryan is a little bit
Yeah,
different.
but
Come on.
but do you think that he's in his that he was in his prime 4 years ago, like he's in his prime now?
No, I don't. Not at all. And I
Yeah,
actually
yeah.
think, yeah, I don't think he even really found a style like that 4 years ago. I don't. But why wait? Like, why not give him an opportunity when you give all these other dudes opportunities, and then you turn around and say, "Oh, I don't want to fight him because it's not a big fight," or this, and then you fight a dude that we've never heard of, that type of thing, right?
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So that's my thing about it, right? I mean, I'm not Devin. I don't know what I could have been capable of 4 years ago. I do agree that, today would have been the best, but you know what I'm saying? Listen, I don't get some of these fighters, man. You gotta nip them. You gotta fight them when they're young, man. That's how I
Hmm.
think. Like if I'm a boxer, bro, I'm gonna take these guys when they're younger. I'm not gonna let them develop and saying and essentially get more experience and stuff like that.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying, bro? Like do you know where I'm coming from?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, you kill these guys when they're young. You know what I'm saying? Kill these guys
Yeah,
when they're young. You don't let
like
them wait and bloom. You know what I'm saying? Let them wait and bloom and gain experience, bro. You gotta
yeah,
kill them when they're young.
yeah, like
Like,
Floyd and Canelo.
but no, but see, okay, I'm not mad you said that, but
Mm.
let's go into that. Let's cook on that.
What?
Let's cook on that, right? Because Floyd was 36 going on 37.
Yeah, he was more experienced.
He's more experienced, but bro, once you hit the 37 to 38 in boxing, you're old.
Hmm.
36 to 37. At
Yeah.
35 is like I mean, there are exceptions, right? There are exceptions. But once you start getting to 36, 30, 37,
Mm.
you start becoming a veteran,
Get
right?
slow. Yeah, I mean, but
But then you see, and this is why I don't use that excuse, right? Is because Devin Haney was undisputed at 23, and Floyd, sorry, and Canelo got destroyed by by Floyd at 23 as well. So
Yeah.
there's you know what I'm saying, like, okay, yes, he was younger, but I personally don't have any version of Canelo winning that fight. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
No,
That's
I don't either.
you know what I'm saying? Like at that weight class,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
don't think he ever wins, right? So it doesn't. I don't think it matters whether he's 23 or 33. You know what I'm saying? But that's why I don't use that excuse. But I mean, I guess I get where you're coming from, though. He Floyd did nip him when he was, at the start. You know
What
what
do
I'm
you
saying?
think about people saying though that Floyd like just picks his opponents? Like,
Well, he doesn't. You know what I'm saying? People just don't like Floyd, man. People don't like Floyd. They like to say that he cherry picked and he, waited till people are out of their primes. No, I mean, he's a businessman. And for the Manny Pacquiao fight, Manny Pacquiao, this is literally documented. Like it's not up to dispute. Manny Pacquiao did not want to take Olympic style drug testing, and that's why that fight did not happen when they're in their prime. But people want to say that's their number one fight that they always complain about Floyd with, that he didn't fight Manny Pacquiao in his prime. You know what I'm saying? The fight could have happened 5 years prior to that. It was supposed to happen 5 years prior to that, but Manny Pacquiao didn't want to take Olympic style drug testing. Manny Pacquiao juiced. He juices, bro. It's been a large rumor that he juices. You know what I'm saying? I don't think it was he ever popped dirty. He may have, I don't know. But it was been a main rumor that he definitely was using. Um, so but nah, man. I mean, at the same time as well, I wasn't around. I wasn't watching the fights, and we weren't paying attention to the politics at the time, right? But you know, fights happen when they happen, and I don't think any people that Floyd fought could have beat him anyways, regardless of the time frame. You know what I'm saying? It's not like any of them looked like they couldn't. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not like they looked like they're they weren't worthy to be in like, okay, you look at Floyd's career and you look at Tank's career right now. There are fights in Tank's career that you say this dude should not have been in the ring with him.
Yeah.
You look at Floyd's fights, there's very minute, maybe in the beginning, but past when he becomes money and a little bit into Pretty Boy Floyd, those fighters, I mean, at the time as well, they were pound for pound, you know, like they're on the pound for pound list. You know, they were ranked number one in the division type shit. Like, I mean, he took some of their belts. You know, Diego Corrales. What's the other boy's name? Juan Mel Marquez. The other dude's Castillo. Like the way I hear people talk about it is, they were surprised that Floyd did that to them. So I don't think it's fair to say, oh, he cherry picked it when people were surprised at the time that he whooped on them. Do you know what I'm saying? Do you know where I'm coming from there? Right? But people just like to hate on him, man. People just like to hate on him.
Yeah.
I
mean, why do you think that is though? Like, why do people want to see Floyd lose so bad?
Yeah. So Dino says Floyd fought like 17 champs back to back, so he doesn't want to hear it. Dana also says breaking Oscars trying to make Pac versus Ryan and Benavidez. Come on. Oh shoot, he's serious.
Pac as in Pacquiao?
Yeah, I don't. We'll talk about that after.
That's unbelievable. Yeah, he's gonna get so starched in that fight.
Why would they do that? You know what? This is what they're trying to do, man. They're just trying to kill Ryan off. Just make him retire so he can just leave boxing and go to Instagram modeling and YouTube and shit like that. That's what I think they're going to try. They're trying to
make him a celebrity boxer.
Yeah, or you know what? Maybe they can make more money with him doing that because he is a boxer. He does have skill, but he just can't hang with the best.
He's just not coachable. He's straight up just not coachable.
Yeah, multiple coaches.
Oh my freaking! I'm on live.
Yeah.
No, my
good.
My dog came in.
You're talking to your dog like that?
What?
You're talking to your dog like that?
Yes, I told her to go.
The dog?
Yes.
So he understood you.
She left.
Wow, that's actually like very surprising that she understood. But I forgot what it's like to have a dog, bro. So,
Yeah.
anyways, what were yeah, he's very hard to coach, bro. Three coaches have said the same thing. Yeah, two. Wait, so
Drops his hand, bro.
Reynoso, what's his name? What's the boy's name? The white boy. I don't remember his name. Goosen. So two, respectable, you
Dad
know,
just said I'm the real Dr. Doolittle.
bro. It sounds like you're talking to a person, bro. I swear. And like the door closed. So I'm like, this dog closed the door for you and shit.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I was gonna say, man, but yeah, man, he's got to take it seriously, man. But I think if that's true, what Daniel just said, they're trying to make Pac versus Ryan. It's straight for celebrity boxing after that, bro. It's straight celebrity boxing. He just got to hang up the gloves as serious boxers, bro. It's just gonna be exhibitions after exhibitions, and maybe even a fight with Jake Paul. I mean, he might make more money that way, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
He might make more money that way. But I think if they're really trying to make this happen, bro, yeah, either they just want to kill him, they really don't want him to. They want to just get rid of him. I
Yeah,
don't
I
know.
mean that is a weird match to me. Isn't Pacquiao retired?
Pacquiao's retired, but
Yeah.
why would you, even as a retired fighter, he's still one of the most explosive fighters to touch the ring. Why would you give him, if he just lost and got destroyed, obliterated by Tank Davis, you're going to go ahead and give him another potentially killer? Well, we know that Manny Pacquiao is old. We know that, right?
Yeah.
But still.
But it's still such a weird fight because like it's the position that you're putting him in. Because like we've only seen these retired fighters come out and fight like celebrity boxing matches
Mhm.
and fight like stuff for fun. Like I mean, Mike Tyson and Roy Jones Jr. fought, but that wasn't really a fight like that to me.
Wait,
You
which one?
know,
Which fight? Which fight?
Mike Tyson and Roy Jones.
Right.
Like that wasn't really, that was just like whatever,
Yeah,
They were they were going easy.
Yeah, they were going easy. It looked like a sparring match. It looked
Yeah.
like sparring session. You know what I'm saying? Apparently, this is the tweet: Manny Pacquiao versus Ryan. You know how huge that would be. I'm gonna pursue that, and we'll see what's best option is for Ryan Garcia. Yes, like the video, subscribe, and share the video. You feel me? Get the likes up, of course. There are
Yes,
some
sir.
people watching, so you guys need to get them likes in. But yeah, man, I don't see why they would do. I mean, we know that they were trying to do that 3 years ago, right? And
Mhm.
Manny Pacquiao shut it down, right? He
I mean,
shut it down.
he just said that was gonna happen. I feel like he just did that just to
Yeah,
get away from
I
Tank.
agree. I definitely agree. I mean, that's definitely was the most consistent because apparently Manny Pacquiao had no clue what the hell he was talking about.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? So,
That's a crazy thing to do, man.
bro.
That is it.
But here's my
What
thing,
is
right?
that even like?
Here, could you
That's
imagine like lying on a scale like that, where literally the world is watching? Could you like? I just don't have it in me like that, bro. I gotta be genuine, man. I gotta be myself, man. And lying and capping and doing all those things, it's just not in me. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Like I just don't see how dudes really. I just don't see how dudes do this. I just don't get it. Like they're literally they're in a show essentially,
Mhm.
and which they kind of are, but dudes just gotta stay true to themselves, man. It's embarrassing. It's
Yeah.
embarrassing. You know what I'm
Yeah. I
saying?
don't get it. I don't understand why you can't just, man, there's just so much ego in boxing because I don't understand why you can't just come out and say, I'm not ready yet. I would like to get a few more fights under my belt before I fight him.
Yeah.
I
No,
don't get it, man.
no one's gonna judge you. Oh, people might,
Yeah.
but
Yeah, bro, but you just gotta think they're not in your position.
exactly, they're not in your position, and anyone real knows that. You know what I'm saying? Daniel says Pac just lost a lawsuit. He forgets the details, but he's just chasing the bag now. Well, I know that he raised a lot of money to become president, and that's lost. I think that was right after he got beat up by Ugas. Um, so I know that he spent a bunch of money on that. So yeah, he probably is trying to catch that, trying to get that bag. Which I'm not paying. I would not pay for that fight in 100 years, bro. Pacquiao versus Ryan. Why?
Mhm.
No one asked for that fight. No
Yeah.
one asked for that fight. Why would I want to see that fight?
I mean, I'll pay for it.
I won't pay for that shit,
I mean, it's
bro.
gonna be. I mean, it's
You're
gonna
gonna
be.
pay. You're gonna pay to see Ryan Garcia get knocked out again within
Yeah.
6 rounds.
Why not?
You know what I'm saying? I'm not. You paying $100 for that?
Nah, I'm not paying $100. That's
Yeah,
unbelievable.
that's Manny Pacquiao we're talking about, bro.
That's
Manny
very
Pacquiao.
true.
They're gonna charge at the wazoo, bro. You feel me? That does not. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. That could be difficult to sell.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if it sold pretty good, but I'm not. I'm not that. That's not a fight that deserves my money personally.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? Because again, it's not even. It's a matchup that two dudes don't belong in the ring together. Now, of course, Ryan always has a puncher's chance, right? He always has a puncher's chance. So,
Yeah, absolutely. Yo, well, what do you think about uh, Francis Ngannou and Deontay Wilder, man?
are they actually gonna go through with that?
I was just reading something. Oh yeah, Terrence Crawford warns Francis Ngannou about boxing Deontay Wilder. If he hits you, you're going to sleep.
Yeah,
Yep.
it's
But
just
I mean,
facts
but it's the same thing for
for Deontay as well.
Francis.
Yeah.
I mean,
Both.
Francis, if if Francis touches anybody, they can go to sleep.
Yeah.
I'm very surprised that Stipe Miocic like took so many shots from Francis and didn't go to sleep.
Mm-hmm.
Like I think I really commend him for that, bro. But do you remember the shot that even knocked Stipe Miocic out, the left hook that knocked him out?
Did he like go like very fast into that fight and like just knocked him out right away?
No. So
Huh?
it was in the second round. Um, and he defended the wrestling. Stipe tried to take him down. Francis defended it. Um, the next round, Francis basically it was just like Francis putting on, just putting on a boxing. I don't want to say boxing clinic, but he was being very patient with his striking. He was just looking for the openings, using his jab very well, using it to get inside. Um, there was this one time he uh pumped his jab, pumped it low, then pumped it high, and then went in with an overhand right, cracked Stipe. Um, but and just basically, man, he was just being very, very patient in that fight. But the sequence that knocked him out was very interesting because it looked like Stipe hurt him. He hit him with a real good jab, and then Stipe comes in thinking he's hurt, gets caught with the left hook, and then just folds.
Yeah,
Absolutely folds.
I definitely remember the knockout. I do remember the
Yeah,
knockout.
bro, I have it in my
Ugly,
phone. I have it
ugly.
screenshotted.
Yeah, it was. I remember it was real ugly, real grimy. You know what
Yeah,
I'm
man.
saying?
Stipe walked into that fight. He looked like he just came out of bed, bro. He looked
Really?
like bro. His hair was all messy. He looked like he rolled out of bed and then came to the fight.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Damn. Daniel says Keith Thurman is back in August, but he said waiting for Spence. Spence fucked up his career. He said Spence versus Crawford getting made messed up his career. Forget Keith Thurman. I don't want to see him against anyone except Boots at this point in time. Um, Keith Thurman is a
Mm-hmm.
he's just a disappointment. But yeah, I mean, I would love that fight, man. Deontay Wilder versus what's his name? Ngannou
Francis.
in Africa. That fight would be awesome. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Thrill him in Manila. You know what I'm saying? That fight would be amazing. In Africa, in probably some Central, okay, maybe even South Africa. Probably that's probably the most accessible for people. Um, but I would definitely like that fight, man. Um, I definitely have Deontay Wilder just because of the boxing experience, man. I'm telling you, man, boxing is different. But yeah, it could with those guys with those type of power, with that type of power, man. Either side can get knocked out, man. You know what I'm saying? Either side could get knocked out. So
Mm-hmm.
you know,
Yeah, that'd be very interesting, man. I like very
yeah.
interesting. It like just oof. I mean, what do you see? How long would you even see that fight going?
I don't think it goes past 6, bro. I think someone going to sleep, and I think the more experienced boxer would be obviously Deontay Wilder. I think he would be able to do it.
Mm-hmm.
But it's a great fight, man. Just for boxing, just for the world. I mean, it would be a great
Yeah.
fight. Dan says, imagine Ngannou versus Joshua. Okay, now that fight I would bet on Ngannou.
Yeah.
because Joshua don't have that killer instinct to finish Ngannou, bro. He
I
just
mean,
don't got it.
Ngannou, if Ngannou stays patient, in my opinion, he can knock anybody out. In my
Yeah,
opinion, he
but
can
it's
knock
just, bro.
anybody out.
I listen. I don't disagree there, but the thing is, okay, now it's structured in 3 minute intervals. You know what I'm saying. Now you're in a quicker pace. You know what I'm saying. Your footwork. You know what I'm saying. There's less time for you to recover, right? Because it's you're fighting longer as well now. Like I think it's going to be hard to get used to the pacing and the work rate that you're going to have to do when you just come from MMA to boxing. You know what I'm saying? Like that initial change. You know what I'm saying? I feel like and especially going against literally some of the best fighters in the world, bro. It's going to be very tough for him to do that. But I think I mean, if he stays patient, of course, you know what I'm saying, he could sharpshoot, but man, you got to worry about your feet now. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just it's so different, man. It's so different, but. I mean, anything is possible. He definitely has a puncher's chance, maybe even more than a puncher's chance. We got to see how he does against these with these bums. Really, if he does well against these bums, 2 or 3 bums, then I give him more of a chance. Um, but I'd be
Yeah.
rooting for Deontay Wilder,
Yeah,
of
I mean,
course.
he does have a slightly longer reach. Like Francis is 80 inches. Deontay is 83 point something, 84. Really, almost as long as John Jones, which
Yeah,
just speaks to how long John Jones's
right.
arms are because he's only 6'4".
And
Deontay is what, six
6'7".
seven,
Mm-hmm.
6'7", and they
6'7".
have like the say. Really, Jones has a longer reach.
Damn, damn,
Yeah.
damn. That is crazy, actually.
Yeah, his arms
That's
are
wild.
very long. But
Yeah,
that it just lends it to it. It helps him, bro. It helps him out a lot.
yeah.
He's very good at keeping people far away from him, fighting from the outside.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't really get on the inside very much. John Jones
Mm-hmm.
does not get on the inside very much. Uses the kicks to the thigh to overextend the leg, and basically and keep people away. Hyperextends the knee. Excuse me, and it keeps people away. Uses his jab very well. If you come inside, he can wrestle you. He could submit you. I mean, that guy is just
It's just
and that
special, man.
guy. Yeah, bro, that guy's just special. I mean, I don't. There's really no other way to put it. There's no. I don't even think about maybe other than like Anthony Joshua if he would have actually if it actually have the instinct. But like John Jones has the body, he has the instinct, he has the mentality to be just a killer, bro.
It's a
Just
killer.
be, uh,
Um, did you see about the Tyson Fury versus John Jones thing?
yeah,
What
yeah,
do you
yeah,
think
yeah.
about that?
I mean, who do I think would win if they were locked in a room together?
Well, I don't even mean
John.
that. I don't even mean that. But I meant like the whole politics behind it. Because originally, I think it was Tyson Fury that called him out, maybe, and then he was like,
Well,
"Okay, go ahead."
really, what happened was Joe Rogan. He was talking about MMA versus boxing, and he was talking about how MMA is a real fight.
Yeah,
Boxing is a fight, but it's more of a sport.
yeah, that's 100%
And
true.
and he was saying that if he's the greatest boxer right now, Tyson Fury. That's what he believes. But he was like, if you were locked in a room with John Jones is gonna walk out of that room, not
Yeah,
Tyson
he'll
Fury.
probably kill you. Actually, he'll actually probably end your life.
Yeah,
Um, yeah, I can't I mean, I can't disagree with that at all. Which is so scary about John Jones, man. Like, imagine going against a dude like that. Like, imagine being your life is in actual like jeopardy against a dude like. I mean, first of all, you have to just shoot him or stab him. I mean, you couldn't fight him. You know what I'm saying? Like fairly. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. I mean, he just has way too many, way more tools to beat your ass. You know what I'm saying? Than a regular boxer. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
There's more
absolutely.
tools to just. But it's true, man. MMA is a fight. MMA is a real fight that could happen, break out in the street. You know what I'm saying? Boxing again, it's a sport. It's something. It's you gotta learn it. You gotta play it. Now we of course we always say don't play boxing, but
Hmm.
it's something that it's how else do you put it, man? It's chess. You know what I'm saying? It's chess
Hmm.
for real. And MMA is battleship. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Either way,
No, no,
people
no.
could
I
understand.
mean, I know what you're saying. Like
Yeah,
boxing is. You said boxing is chess. Like then what? MMA is like MMA is probably like I don't know, man. I don't know what board game you would put that to.
yeah, Monopoly.
But
I'm saying, but yeah, man. I mean, you know, but boxing is more lethal though. It's more lethal.
Mhm.
You're getting hit in the same spot every time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's more lethal, but in
It's longer
general,
fight, longer
so
fight
it's
as
just a
well.
longer fight. You know what I'm saying? Which is kind of crazy to think that, right?
It's
Actually, no,
really.
no, no, no. No, that makes more sense actually. Like
Mhm.
kind of because the opportunity for you to get hurt in MMA is much higher.
Mhm.
So you probably wouldn't fight as long because then you would obviously maximize the potential to get injured more. But then,
Yeah, I mean, there's
but
more
right,
in MMA. There's more cuts.
yeah,
Like
for
that.
sure.
That's what I'll say. In MMA, you draw blood more. You
Oh
see a
yeah,
lot more blood in MMA.
more
But
blood, more broken bones. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah. Head trauma though is less.
Yeah, it's
Till
less.
this
It's
day, the UFC has not lost a single fighter. Is not to death.
really,
Yeah,
really
yeah.
wow. Okay, that's. I mean, I guess it's not surprising. I suppose Daniel says boxing is Goodfellas, UFC is Sopranos.
I can see that. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah,
For
yeah,
sure.
that's pretty good, bro. Can't even front.
Hmm.
Like Mike, have you watched Sopranos yet?
I know of it. Like I know
Yeah,
how it works. I
bro.
know like Joey Diaz is in it. So
Well, he was in the new movie. Actually, he might be. He might be in the movie, the show. But
yeah.
you need to watch that show, bro. That show is Daniel. Have you watched more of it? I think Daniel just started it.
What is it on HBO?
Yeah, it's on HBO.
Okay.
So
Yeah, yeah,
funny, bro. It's such a good show, but it's so funny. It's a drama, but like it's oh god, the characters
yeah.
very good. But yeah, man. Any fights coming up for UFC this summer?
Yeah.
What are you excited about
Well, this weekend,
this
Kai
weekend?
Car. Yeah, Kai. Yeah, on the third, Kai Car France is fighting Amir Albazi. Yeah, man. I'm looking for that. I mean, I obviously have Kai Car France in that. He comes out of City Kickboxing. That's with Vulcan Izzy. Um, yeah, bro. I'm just looking for. I'm just looking forward to. This card isn't that big, but I think that Kai Car France is going to take that. Um, excuse me. I do believe that Kai Car France is going to take the win there, and I'm looking for. Oh, did you hear? Excuse me. Did you hear Amanda Nunes say that she, actually considered retirement after she lost to Juliana Pena the first time?
Hmm.
Well, in their first fight after she lost.
Does that surprise you?
I mean, I actually remember that though. I remember talking about it because she was saying that she wanted to open up her own gym and she wanted to, she wanted to be a coach essentially. So I can understand why. I don't think it was just because that she lost. I think that
Right.
even the reason that she lost that fight said that she's focused on opening up her own gym.
Okay. She
So,
wasn't fully. Her head wasn't fully in the game.
yeah, 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 yeah. But like that, when you do start doing stuff like that, though, that's when fighters start to lose. You know,
Hmm.
because they're not as hungry anymore. They're
Yeah.
basically, they're getting to the point where they are accomplishing what they've always wanted to accomplish.
Exactly. They got to their goal already,
Yeah,
and now they're kind of coasting. You know what I'm saying?
exactly. It's hard, bro. It's actually hard to stay hungry because you got to think about it like how much of a toll that takes on your body, on
Hmm.
your the time with your family,
Hmm.
the mental anguish, from training and being tired all the time, going through injuries
Hmm.
and things like that. And so eventually, man, it's like you want to hang it up, or you want to hang up the gloves. You want to fall into the background and just enjoy the fruits of your labor.
Exactly. Exactly. Which is why I can't find that surprising. You know what I'm saying? Especially
Yeah.
at the level that she's gone to. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
It's just, you know, go ahead and do it. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? Because someone's got to enjoy it. So you got to enjoy something. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? But
Absolutely.
yeah, that doesn't surprise me though. And whatever she decides to do, I still want her to fight. I like Pena. I'm biased. I like her. I
Yeah.
still think she gets. I still think she loses to Nunez, but I just want to see her get another chance again. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
That type of thing, right? I feel like she deserves it in a way. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, it's she survived, bro. Like how like she survived
she
and
couldn't finish her. She
bro
couldn't
that
finish her. Yet she finished Nunez.
mhm.
Right, right. So you know what I'm saying?
TKO. No, no, no. She
No,
choked her out. She
yeah,
choked her
choked
out.
her.
Excuse
Yeah,
me.
choked her
But
out.
basically dropped her.
Daniel says, "Why was it hard for Floyd to? Why was it not hard for Floyd to stay hungry? Like I always say, not everyone is born to be great. That's facts. That's facts. Floyd is a specific specimen. You know what I'm saying? Because you know, as for like my life's work, I'll never stop. But I could see because the fighting is, I could understand it, right? Because the toll on your body and just so much things with mental. But that just attests to how great Floyd is, man. As far as being a boxing legend, but entertainer and what have you. Because he never like it, but you know what? He made sure of that though. He made sure of that because he didn't take too much punishment in his whole career. He made sure he was defensively responsible. It was his style, man. But short answer, bro. I think he just loved it, man. He really loved that sport.
Yeah, he was dedicated to it. I mean,
Dedicated, man. Like the absolute dedicated. Because first of all, for you to master the shoulder roll, bro, you have to master. Like that's why I don't do it anymore. I don't shoulder roll anymore because um first of all, I mean, I can get away with it, but you have to be fast to be
mhm.
successful with it. You have to be fast. You know what I'm saying? And I just have more success when I don't do it. You know what I'm saying? But nonetheless, you see a lot of fighters try to do that today, and a lot of them they get hit. They get hit a lot when they're doing it. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? So you have to master
Oh, like who
that.
was it? Oh my
You know,
goodness. Oh my goodness. Why can't I not remember this fighter's name, man? It was it James Tony and
and what's his name? They're talking about the fight.
yeah.
James Tony and Mike McCallum.
Yeah, Mike McCallum.
That
Yes.
fight was one of the best fights
Yes.
of history. Mike
Yeah,
or
yeah.
Daniel, have you seen that fight? Let me know in the comments. But that fight,
Yeah, I do. I remember that.
I'm hoping that fight
They
is
fought
like Terrence
twice.
Crawford. Yeah, they fought twice. I'm hoping that fight is somewhat similar to what Crawford and Spence is going to be. That fight, man, you hear the gloves, and 78 was just talking about this fight recently. Um, but that fight, bro, the technicality, the punches that were thrown in that fight, they were thumping hard. I remember watching it for the first time, like, no way. They were very. McCallum would fight in spurts. No. It was James Tony that would fight in spurts, but like the spurts were like, and it ended up being a draw the first fight.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, but oh my gosh, man! But no, he did he did the shoulder roll, but his shoulder roll was a lot more aggressive and a lot less defensively responsible. It was more of a shoulder roll and lean type of thing. He was leaning to
Yeah.
get that leverage to get that punch, to get the
Yeah.
power out of that punch. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, Floyd wasn't like that though. And then you see how Floyd James Tony is today versus Floyd. You
Yeah.
can't even
Well,
understand
if I
James
did.
Tony anymore. Bro, you can't understand James Tony anymore, bro.
Yeah. Yeah.
So he got hit too
Bad.
much. Yeah, it was real bad. He got hit too much, man. He
It
got
sucked,
hit
bro,
too
because
much.
I've had concussions like before, and it's just like you have to be a different type of like what? That's so crazy, man. Like you just have to be a different type of person to go back and train to the same way when you have a concussion because like you don't feel the same, bro. You do feel different. Like after you can tell something is wrong with you.
Oh shoot.
So if you so like when you go back into there, when you go back in and into the ring and go back into training and you know that you're like that.
Mhm.
I don't know if it was just maybe probably the knowledge at the time, like you didn't know it was what was wrong with you.
Oh, I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying.
Yeah, because really, bro. So I've told you, right? Maybe I've told you this story before. I can't remember this guy's name, but he was a professional boxer, and he had a twin. I think he was a twin brother,
Hmm.
or he was just his brother. I don't remember. But basically, he fought. Right, he was a professional fighter. His brother wasn't a professional fighter, but he trained with his brother, and they sparred all the time.
Hmm.
At the end of this guy's career, him and his brother, they basically had the same amount of brain damage. They had the same amount of brain damage, which tells you that it's the way that you train, bro. It
It's
is the
whether you
way
train.
that you train, and like if you, because you don't fight every week, you fight once, twice a year if you're a boxer, maybe
Hmm.
3 times,
Hmm.
but if you're going into the gym every day, you're sparring 3 times, 4 times a week, and you're always getting it rung up in the head like that you should really only do that like around fight time.
Yeah, that's
That's
what.
the
Yeah,
only time that you should really be taking damage like that.
I
And
agree.
even so, like you shouldn't be, you shouldn't be like you should just learn how to be defensively responsible. Number one,
Hmm.
but it's just like that's the only time that you should be taking shots like that. Just because you want to save that, bro. You really want to save your melon, dog.
Facts.
You really want to save your brain cells, fam.
Facts, bro.
When
I
you get
think. Go ahead.
No, it's just like when you get when you retire, bro, like you don't want to be, slurring your speech, very be acting different, talking different.
Hmm.
It's brain damage, bro. It's severe brain damage.
Hmm.
Like you got into a car accident.
Yeah.
Like that's really what happens to your brain.
Yeah. Real talk. That's
You
why.
heard Riddick Bowe talk?
Oh no, no, I haven't heard him talk before.
Riddick Bowe, he beat Mike Tyson.
Yeah, I know who it is, but I don't think I've ever seen him talk. To
Dog,
be honest with you,
dog.
he's
He
bad.
Yes, bro, it's so bad, and he's confused, bro, and he doesn't talk well.
Damn.
Yeah, yeah, man, he doesn't
That's
he
like
acts
Mayweather Senior,
different.
bro. That's like Mayweather Senior, bro. Mayweather Senior.
Oh yeah,
Oh my
you
gosh, he's
can't
bad.
talk at all. You can't understand him.
You can't understand him, and like he's confused as well. Like he's like you're like what? He doesn't know what he's talking about. He doesn't know what he's talking about, bro. And it's like it's honestly sad to see how. The worst one was Muhammad Ali though.
Yeah, I actually saw Muhammad Ali before.
Oh really? Where?
I remember told you he lived in my town.
Oh, you did tell me that.
Yeah, and so I saw him at the doctor's office one time, bro.
Wow.
I didn't talk to him, but yeah, I saw him in his wheelchair. This was probably not that long before he passed away, maybe like a year before he passed away.
Wow.
But I saw him in the wheelchair, bro, and it was just like different, dog. It's
Bro,
different.
you should take a picture with him, bro.
Nah, I wasn't gonna try it.
No?
I wasn't gonna disturb. He can't even talk.
Yeah, you know what? You know what? That's very fair. That's very fair.
Yeah.
I fuck with that actually. Um, but there was a thing in the movie about him. There is
Mm-hmm.
a part in the movie where this white girl, he's in the store, and
Mm-hmm.
the white girl says, "If you keep talking like that, they're gonna take away the ability to talk." That happened in the movie.
He said what? If you keep, he said
If
what?
you know how what's his name Muhammad Ali was back in the day.
Yeah, yeah,
How unapologetically black he was. He's
yeah.
very stern, very black man type shit, right? In the movie, which he starred in, there was a white woman that came in the movie, followed him in the store, and she tells him if he keeps talking like that, if he keeps
Yeah, yeah.
talking
Okay,
like
I get
that,
what you're
they're
saying.
gonna take away the ability to talk. And sure enough, he's one of the few boxers that cannot talk. I mean, some of them can talk, but you can't understand them. He could not talk.
Yeah, you had Parkinson's.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know what I'm saying. Um, but it's so sad, man.
Yeah, but he took a lot of damage. Muhammad Ali took a lot of damage. In the fights that he was in, he would bounce around and move, like a middleweight, bro.
Hmm. Middleweight, heavyweight.
that's how he was moving, bro. Like yeah,
How
so
tall
like
was he? Was he 6'3", right?
6'4", I'm
Six
pretty
four.
sure. Yeah, he
Okay.
was 6'4", you know, just but the way that he would move, bro, the types of in on the heavyweights of that era, they threw a lot more.
Mhm.
They threw a lot more. They were less concerned with getting knocked out. They were less concerned with losing because I mean they just didn't have that stigma in boxing yet against maybe obviously you don't want to lose a lot because
Mhm.
anybody's gonna think you're not good if you lose a lot, but they just didn't have it
Yeah, it
to the
wasn't like
point.
a
It wasn't like today, like
wasn't a
the
fear.
belt got passed around so much. Every
Right.
Tyson
Right.
had it, Riddick Bowe had it, Evander Holyfield had it,
Yeah.
Lennox Lewis had it. I mean, that I mean that's a different era, but
Hmm.
like still, like that's
Yeah.
just it's crazy to me. It's
Yeah.
crazy to me like the difference.
Eric Morales and Barrera still fighting. Meanwhile, which is I don't know if I ever watched that. I think I did watch that fight. Eric Morales. No, I don't know. Eric Morales versus Barrera. I can't remember if I watched that fight. Um, I did watch one fight with two skinny Mexican dudes. I don't remember if that was them though. Honestly, I can't remember. It might have been Juan Mil Marquez versus. No, I can't remember. I gotta look that fight up. Um, you know what I'm saying? I cannot remember that fight. Uh, but yeah, man, it's you gotta protect your neck, man. Protect your neck, protect your skull, all that type of stuff, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's just essential. And that's why I like Max Holloway, man. You know what I'm saying? Because he does not spar. I think
Yeah,
that's but yet the funny part is that he takes the most damage in boxing,
lands and UFC in
and also
MMA,
lands the most.
he
Oh
lands
yeah,
the
and
most, takes
MMA.
the most damage. Yeah, I mean that, but that stat tells us is that his output is just basically just ridiculous. He just engages the most. He pushes the engagement the most.
Hmm.
In like really, that's all that it comes down to. That's why the man is just very, it's just as
Is
just
he
as successful as he is, man.
is he Hall of Famer in your opinion?
Oh hell yeah,
Yeah,
definitely, man.
yeah,
I mean, every time, not only is he a former champion, but every time you see that man fight, it is a fight that you want to watch, bro. It's
right, yeah,
literally a fight that you want to watch. When he
yeah.
fought who was it, Arnold Allen, that was a banger. Volkanovski was a banger. I would say all three fights. Yeah, all three fights were a banger.
That second fight wasn't really, or sorry, the third fight wasn't really a banger to me. It was more of a slaughtering.
Yeah, yeah, no, I agree.
It
I agree.
was
But
it was
that,
kind
but
of hard to
it's
sit,
still, yeah,
hard to see.
yeah, still. I mean, first two fights were
Yeah, there
banger.
were bangers.
He fought. Obviously, you cannot forget him and Calvin Cater.
Hmm.
That's still till this day one of like
One of your
probably
favorite
top,
fights?
probably my very favorite fight.
Really?
Probably, yeah.
Wow.
Oh, for sure,
Yeah, I'm pretty
for
sure we
sure.
watched that one together.
Yeah,
Daniel says a tank spars without headgear sometime.
yeah. I see that a lot.
Yeah, I see that a lot. We'll see. The time will tell with that shit, man. Time will tell. You may
Hmm.
not feel it now. What happens in 5 years, 10 years? You know what I'm saying? You may not
Hmm.
see it now, but not yet.
Yeah,
Max
they
Holloway,
should.
man. I want him back in the pay per view bracket. I want
No,
him back in the
I
pay per view
mean
bracket.
he's still a main card fighter.
He's the main card fighter, but ranked wise, he's out. Do you see him getting a title shot again? Unless Volk
Just
goes
depends
up.
on who. Just depends on who has it.
That's what I mean.
If Yair beats Volk,
And he beat Yair before, right?
yeah,
Max.
yeah. I mean,
Isn't
it was still a pretty close fight, but
mhm,
it was definitely Max that won. Um, but if he beats Volk and then him and Yair fight again, which I kind of want to see, man. Like it's just Volk is so good that like first of all, featherweight is a deep division, but featherweight is getting boring, bro.
right, because Volk and then
It's
you
just
got
getting
Volk
boring.
and Max at the top.
Yeah, yeah.
You know?
It's just getting boring, and I just want to see someone. Even though I love Volk, I think I do want to see Volk move up. I want to see him. I want to see him move up. I want to see him fight some of those guys at lightweight. I believe that he can give. I believe that he can beat a lot of guys at lightweight. To be
Hmm.
honest, based on what we saw with Islam Makachev, he can contend at lightweight, and he's
Hmm.
also a big guy. He used to be 210 pounds.
Right,
You know when
right.
he used to play rugby. Um, So I do think that he should that you know if he beats Yair, I just don't really,
There's nothing for him to do
yeah,
left there.
I just don't see. So what is he just gonna? Because at that point, what are you, a gatekeeper for the belt?
Well, does he wait
It's just
for does he wait for Aljamain?
that's very true. I didn't think
You know what
about
I
that.
mean?
Yeah, yeah,
Because that's still that's a humongous fight. That's a humongous fight.
yeah, but I don't know. I have no current confirmation on when Yair, or excuse me, or when Aljamain is going to move up, or if he's going to move up. That's what he says. He really
Yeah.
says that because he does not want to fight Marab. Him and Marab are teammates.
Mhm.
So, oh man, like I see him and Marab spar all the time.
Mhm.
Him and Marab spar, and so it's just he does not want to fight Marab. The Valishvili. I always fuck up
Yeah.
his name. The Valishvili.
Who
Uh,
called out McGregor this week?
I mean, Michael Chandler and Conor McGregor are supposed to fight at the end of the Ultimate Fighters. They're
When
coaches
is
on the
that?
Ultimate Fighter.
When does that end? The summer?
Uh, Ultimate Fighter, I believe, yeah, in August. In August, I believe, is
Okay.
when it should end. Like, cause
Yeah.
hold on, actually, I have the events right here. In August, come on now, load more. That one's July. Tom Aspinall. Oh, the return of Tom Aspinall on July 22nd. That was the guy who he tore his MCL.
Against who?
Who was he fighting? He tore his MCL. I Oh my god, who was he?
Mm.
Hold on, I'm gonna look that up real quick. I
Okay,
forgot
so
who. I
apparently
think he
Volk
was.
called out McGregor.
That was Volk this week. I did
Yeah.
not see that.
Yeah, me neither. Um. Okay, so quickly before we ended,
Mhm.
who wins, Volk or Yair, man? What's your final?
Oh, I think Volkanovski wins, but I think it's still a very dangerous fight for Volkanovski. Just because Yair, oh, Tom Aspinall was fighting Curtis Blade. That's right. When in
Okay.
he tore his MCL 15 seconds into the first round. Just
Oh,
came
I
down and
remember you
looked
told me
bad.
that one. Yeah.
Yeah. No, but I do believe that Volk has is just more. He's faster, technically sound. Yair's taller. Yair's taller, so he has that on his side.
Mhm.
He's young. He has that. But very unorthodox is basically what Yair has. Um, but I don't know, bro. I just believe that Volk is just too good, bro. If Max can do it, and then in the third fight Volk can obviously they fought two
So,
times before,
right.
so Volk had time to really learn Max and learn how to fight him. But if he can make Max Holloway look like that, and it was a close fight against him and Yair that Max edged out, and Volk made Max look like that. I don't think that, and obviously styles make fights, so
Mhm.
but I don't think that Volk is going to lose to Yair Rodriguez, even though I like Yair.
Mhm.
But it still is going to be a very good fight. Yair always comes to to throw down.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, bro. But I that's what I believe is Yair wins. I mean, excuse me, is Volkanovski wins.
Yeah, man. I agree with. I just don't see Volks losing to him, but I think if he can pull it off, man, that's gonna be insane.
Yeah, and like I said, I would rather see, just for the sake of the division, I would rather see Yair
Mhm.
uh at the top, just because I want to see that belt kind of move around. I mean it's selfish as a fan for me to say that.
Yeah.
If I'm
And he
being
just
honest.
a dude is too good. He doesn't lose in that. You just kind of want
Yeah.
to see him
It, it's
lose.
it's very selfish as a fan for me to say that, to be honest, because when you think about it, like, Volk wants to be great. Volk wants to go, obviously wants to go down in the as
Mhm.
one of the greatest of all. In my opinion, he already is.
He's a
In
Hall of
goat
Famer.
in Oh, for sure. But he's already in the goat conversation. He
Yeah,
already is
I agree.
at featherweight.
Mhm.
Max is in there. I don't think it's him. just because he's lost to Volk now 3 times. Arguably twice, but
Mhm.
he's lost to Volk 3 times officially.
Mhm.
So I don't think that we can call him the GOAT.
Right.
But
That way.
yeah, man. But I do think that it's even selfish of me as a fan to say that, because like these guys, they want greatness.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
want greatness.
They're searching for it.
Mhm.
Nothing wrong
But
with
if he,
that.
but hey, if he goes up and he wins the title at lightweight, then he's we could just say that he's the greatest of all time, or he could be in the GOAT conversation
Right.
regardless, not
With
just
DJ
at
and
featherweight.
right.
Yes, with
Right. With
with
DJ
Udo
and
and John Jones and GSP, we would put him
yeah.
in that category.
Right. Whereas
Yeah.
his style transcends weights.
Yes.
That's pound for pound shit.
Yes.
But salute to y'all, man. We about to get out of here.
Yes,
You know what I'm
sir.
saying?
Tired and
Mountain
my
Sports.
scar itches.
Yeah, man. Oh shoot, yeah. Peace. Mountain Sports.
Yes,
Like,
sir.
subscribe. I'm gonna